Hello everyone, my name is Shubham and today I talk about the nervous system. So the nervous system is very important in helping to maintain the homeostasis balance of the human body. And a series of sensory receptors work with the nervous system to provide information about uh, changes in both the internal and external environments. So the human nervous system is a complex of interconnected system in which larger systems are comprised of smaller subsystems, each of which have specific structure with specific functions. So the structure and function of neurons that are nerve cells are the basic element of the nervous system. And neurons, it consists of cell body, dendrites, and axon. And in cell body, the main processing center of the cell, and in dendrites, thin branching extension of the cell body that conducts nerve impulses forward the cell body. And axon is a single branch which conducts nerve impulses away from the cell body. And myelin sheath and neurolemma are coverings. Now the neurons are impulse to transmission, that is terminal, and fibers are located in the ends of the axon, and they transmit impulses leaving the neuron across a synapse by of the next neuron. So the three types of neurons, that is efferent motor, afferent sensory, and interneuron. That is efferent motor means conveys information from the CNS to muscles and glands. And afferent, that is sensory, that carry information from sensory receptors to the CNS. And interneuron, that carry and process sensory information. Pseudoneuroglia, that supports, protect, connect, and remove debris from the nervous system. So the types of the neuroglial cells are astrocytes, oligodendroglia, and microglia. So the nervous system, all bodily activities, voluntary and involuntary, are controlled by nervous system. There are two major components, that is CNS, central nervous system, and second one is peripheral nervous system. So the central nervous system is made up of the brain and spinal cord, and peripheral nervous system is made up of all the nerves that lead into out of the CNS. So the central nervous system is composed of two major interconnected organs, that is the brain and the spinal cord. So these organs work together, integrate and coordinate sensory and motor information for the purpose of controlling the various tissues, organs, and organ system of the body. The central nervous system is responsible for higher neural function such as memory, learning, and emotion. So the four parts of brain, and that is brain is control bodily functions and interactions with the outside world. So the four parts of brain, that is cerebrum, diencephalon, brainstem, and cerebellum. So the brainstem, it is made up of the midbrain, pons, and the medulla oblongata. Midbrain is involved with visual reflexes. Pons is located between the midbrain and the medulla oblongata, and it controls certain respiratory functions. And medulla oblongata contains centers that regulate heart and lungs, and it functioning swallowing, coughing, vomiting, and sneezing. Cerebellum is the area that coordinates musculoskeletal movement to maintain posture, balance, and muscle tone. It is inferior to the occipital lobes to the cerebellum, and posterior to the pons and medulla oblongata. So the cerebrum is located above the cerebellum, and it contains two hemispheres with an outer portion called the cerebral cortex. There are two hemispheres are connected by bridge of nerve fibers that relay information between the two hemispheres called the corpus callosum. So the left and right lobe is divided into four lobes or parts parietal lobes, that is frontal lobe, temporal lobe, and occipital lobe. Next one is diencephalon. Diencephalon is deep portion of the brain containing thalamus, hypothalamus, epithalamus, and ventral thalamus. Now the uh, center for sensation like heart rate, blood pressure, temperature control, and digestive function, and water and electrolyte balance. So the next one is spinal cord. Spinal cord extends from the medulla oblongata from the brain to the area around the first lumbar vertebrae in the lower back, and it nerves for the peripheral nervous system extend out from the spinal cord, and it protected by vertebral column, cerebrospinal fluid, and meninges. Meninges are three layers of membranes and that cover the brain and spinal cord. Layer of the meninges are durameter, first is durameter, that is outer top fibrous membrane. Second one is arachnoid matter, that is middle wave-like membrane containing CSF. And third is pia mater, that is innermost layer containing several blood vessels. So the next is peripheral nervous system. The peripheral nervous system is a collection of peripheral nerves, ganglia, and specialized sensory structure. That is, the system carries sensory and motor information between the central nervous system and all other organs and tissue of the body. So the peripheral nervous system is divided into two major divisions, that is sensory or afferent division and the motor or efferent division, that is the somatic nervous system and the autonomic nervous system. So the somatic nervous system is responsible for receiving and processing sensory input from the skin, muscles, tendons, joints, eyes, tongue, nose, and ears, as well as excite the voluntary contraction of skeletal muscles. An autonomic nervous system is the carries impulses from the central nervous system to glands, various smooth muscles, cardiac muscles, and various membranes, and stimulates organs, glands, and senses. This all about nervous system. Thank you.